Hey everyone, I'm Lauren McMillan. Today we're doing a short class to address neck pain, shoulder pain, getting into the upper back and opening up through the heart and the chest. So come to a seated position. You can sit cross-legged like I am. If your hips are really tight, you can always sit with the legs uncrossed, or you can sit up on a block, a pillow, or a cushion, something to elevate the hips a little bit higher than the knees to relieve some of that tightness. Wherever you are, sit up nice and tall, lengthening through the spine. You can place your hands on your knees or down by your sides. We're going to start with a few slow shoulder rolls. Shrugging your shoulders up toward your ears, sending them back and then down. Taking this at your own pace. Pause and reverse. Take the shoulders forward. Take one more shoulder roll and then come back to center. Take your right hand to the floor, left arm reaches up and reach to the right, trying to keep your left hip down. Inhale, come up to center, both arms reach overhead. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, go back to the right. You can stay right here or start to make big circles with the left arm. So as you inhale, open your arm behind you, sweep it down, let it brush over the leg, and then complete your circle. Moving slowly, enjoying the stretch, especially as you open the arm back. Pause once you come back to the top and then reverse, sweeping it down in front, reaching back behind you, and then coming overhead. Take one more circle. Finish in a side stretch and then come back up to center. Go to the left. First, reaching through the right fingertips as you press the right hip down. And if you did the arm circles on the other side, go ahead and start to open your arm behind you, sweeping it around, down, and back up. Pause and reverse. Finish out the circle you're on, and then come all the way back up and release. From here, interlace your fingers, turn your palms away from you, press your palms away as you round your upper back, drop your chin toward your chest. Inhale, reach the arms up, and then lower them down by your sides. I'm going to turn so that you can see what I'm doing next. Just place your hands behind you. If it feels okay on your wrist, you can have your fingers facing your body. Otherwise, maybe play with turning them out or even behind you. Wherever they are, roll your shoulders back, bend the elbows. I think he sees a bird. Press your heart up, enjoying this opening for the chest and to the shoulder heads. Now take an inhale. Think of breathing into the collarbones, letting them expand. And then exhale, let the rib cage gently soften. Do that a few more times, breathing slowly and deeply. Take one more breath, maybe reach your heart forward a little bit more. And then relax, carefully release, and come out of it. From here, tilt your right ear toward your right shoulder. Option to place your right hand gently over the left ear. You can stay here or start to walk your left fingertips away from you. Maybe start to float your arm up. You can play with the height of your arm, maybe finding a spot that feels really tight where you just want to hold and breathe. Maybe draw back through the fingers, pressing through the heel of your hand. From here, take your left arm back at a diagonal, and then take your gaze up to the right. Keep your left arm where it is. Start to walk your fingertips behind your head, gaze down to the right. Lower the left arm, release the right hand, lift your head up. If your legs are crossed, go ahead and switch the cross of your legs. And then tilt left ear to left shoulder. Option to place your left hand gently over the right ear. Maybe walk your right fingertips away from you. You can keep the fingertips down or start to lift the arm up. Maybe you draw the fingers back, pressing through the hand. If you're here, start to take your right arm back at an angle. Take your gaze up to the left. And then walk your fingertips behind your head, gaze down to the left. Lower the right arm, release the left hand, lift your head up. Place your fingertips on top of your shoulders, elbows are out wide. Start to draw the elbows toward one another, circle them up, around, and down. And reverse. As you release, interlace your hands behind your head, elbows are out wide. Take an inhale to draw the elbows back open through the chest. Exhale, drop your chin toward your chest. Let the elbows fall toward one another. Try not to pull on your head here. Just let the weight of your arms lengthen out the back of your neck. Release the hands, lift your head up, uncross the legs, and come onto your hands and knees. Walk your knees back a few inches. Keep your hips stacked over the knees. Begin to walk your hands forward, and then let your heart drop down between the shoulders for puppy pose. If it'll reach, you can let your forehead come down to the mat. You can also bring your chin to the mat. If it doesn't reach, maybe place a block or a cushion below the forehead so that you can completely relax through the head and the neck. After a few breaths here, carefully bring yourself up to tabletop. Take your knees out wide, big toes touch, heels fall apart. Sink your hips over your heels for child's pose. From here, take your right arm, thread it underneath the left, dropping down to the right shoulder. You can keep your left hand as it is or start to walk your fingertips toward the top right corner of your mat. Good. Carefully unwind, reaching the right arm forward. Then take your left hand, thread it all the way through, coming down to the shoulder, dropping down to the ear. And if you did so on the other side, start to walk your right fingertips toward the top left corner. Gently unwind, reaching both hands toward the front of your mat. And carefully press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Try this sequence anytime you need a break, whether from hunching over your computer or when you're driving, or I especially like to do it before I go to sleep to really loosen things up and relax your body. Thank you so much for tuning in. Namaste.